Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fin. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Hit that like button on your way in. Hit that like button. Woo! Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we're gonna discuss our way, and I mean way too early record prediction. I have yet to really take a look at it to give you my overall opinion on it. I did that on purpose because I wanted to give you, just like I did last year when the schedule came out. Well, not schedule, but when the list of opponents came out, I wanted to make sure it was organic. My reaction to what I think we're gonna end up, we're gonna end up being. Holy smoke! But yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, 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 yes. It's here. It's time. And we're also going to talk about a very important game today. A game that will decide a ton of stuff for us too. We also have some GM updates for you guys. So, yeah, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a great show. We got lots going on here for you guys. So, we're going to go ahead and talk about that real quick, but let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started because I think there's so much out there, so much information. My goodness. I made sure to try to gather as much. Here it is. Especially since it's the record, prediction. I'm trying to get the record information here for us. So let me go ahead and share my screen, ladies and gentlemen. One moment. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for coming through. Hit that like button on your way in. Really do appreciate all y'all coming through, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Let me go ahead and just change this here for y'all. Actually, wait. Before I do, there you go. Let me share my screen. You guys let me know if you guys can see it real quick. Um, mm, 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 mm. There it is. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, that's not the schedule. But Miss Fizz, that's not the schedule. I know that's not the schedule. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I want to go ahead and kind of explain to you how the scheduling works, because I've been asked multiple times, why is it that some schedules show up, but then why do we keep playing the same team, or why haven't we played this team in a long time? This is the reason why. It's called news, ladies and gentlemen, news. Northwest, east, south. East, west, south, north. Excuse me. Every year it goes on rotations. So we're gonna talk about that, so that way y'all can have that information. Okay, hold on. Uh, uh, okay, and then oh mess. Okay, okay. So this is essentially how it works. This is where we are. We are the AFC East. Obviously, you can see New England, Buffalo, Miami, and and the Jets. Excuse me. So depending on where you land, that's who you have essentially here. Now, it's another one I'm going to show you too in relations to that. Now, when it comes to scheduling games, this is the NFL formula, or what they use to go ahead and make this happen, okay? Under the NFL scheduling formula, every team plays 17 games as follows. Home and away games against its three divisional opponents, which are 6 games. We know this. 4 games from another division within its conference on a rotating 3-year cycle. 4 games. So AFC games for us. 4 teams from a division in the other conference on a rotating 4-year cycle. It's 4 games. 2 interconference opponents based on the year's prior standings, meaning if you end up third in the standings in your divisions, you're gonna face the third standing team in that opponent's prior year standings. So these games match a first place team against a first place team, so on and so forth. Our interconference opponents are based on the year's prior standings. That's on a 4-year rotating cycle. Sorry, that's one interconference opponent based on the year's prior rotating 4-year cycle. Same thing, first for first, second, third, fourth. There you go. Now, one other thing that they do is teams who have 9 home games, at least that's what I've seen the last couple of years, those teams are the ones that end up getting the international games. And then the teams that have 9 away games, they pick those for the international games. So whoever has one extra game, whether it's home or away, that's kind of the bucket that they pick for international games as well. What's up? Welcome, MH Bills. Miss Fins, are you going to check out the Bills' new stadium next season? I'm going to try. From what I hear, it's going to be a pretty penny. I'm going to try. I don't know. But if you're offering me free tickets, I'm totally going to take it. So I'm not too proud or ashamed to say, hey, I accept all donations and blessings. So just want to go ahead and give you guys the details as specifically how that works, so you guys are fully aware, and it makes it easy for you guys to understand. Okay, now, as far as our schedule, let me see if I can find a picture. I have our schedule, but I want to make sure I can get a picture. So let me do here, Dolphins 2026 schedule. Or I should have put opponents. Damn. 26 opponents. Opponents. There it is. Images. I don't like this, but it's an option. Let me see if I can find it on Twitter better. Dolphins. Oh. Here it is. Boom, baby. So these are 2026 opponents at home and away. Let me give it to you right now. Just taking a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be 1,000% honest with you. I want to see if last year I had us going 6-11 as my most realistic me. I don't know what this year is going to look like, but let's go through it real quick, ladies and gentlemen. So home opponents, we've got, of course, divisional rivals. We got Bills, Patriots. We've got, let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Right? Yeah, there it is. So we got Bills, Patriots. We've got Jets. Obviously, that takes care of your divisional rivals, Avi. Then we also have over here, give me a second. There it is. Then we also have our the rest of our schedule here. That's gonna be there it is. We got the Kansas City Chiefs coming, the Chargers, the Bears, the Lions, and the Bengals. So, oh my God, at home again. Oh, yes. I get to see my man again. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, I'm super excited. So we got two teams from the AFC West. You got the Chargers and you got Kansas City. Chargers ended up second this year in the standings. Kansas City third. That's very interesting. We also have two of the AFC North with obviously the Bengals being there as well. And the Lions end up being in the NFC North. So that's interesting. And then Bears also from the NFC North. Then we've got our away games, obviously divisional. We got Bills, Patriots, Jets. We got the Raiders. Ugh, Raiders. My God, they're so bad. Another AFC West game. Mendoza. Are we gonna see Mendoza? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Hit that like button, guys. So we got the Raiders that's coming home too, and then also Vikings, Packers, Colts, Broncos, the rest of the AFC West, and then the San Francisco 49ers. So interesting. We got San Francisco from the NFC West. We've got the Packers from the AFC North with the Lions as well, the Vikings and the Bears. Um, and then we got the essentially the AFC West as well with the Broncos, the Chargers, Chiefs, and Raiders. Taking a look at this, just straight up home games based on how this season ended, based on what this is why it's way too early. What we think might happen. But between this year and next year, yeah, I'm gonna go with loss to the Bills, loss to the Patriots. We'll beat the Jets. Loss to Kansas City, loss to the Chargers. At this point, might as well be a loss to the Bears. Dang. Yeah, loss to the Bears. Lions. Bengals are for sure a loss. That's not even a question. So home opponents. Then away. I still haven't said the Lions because Lions were up and down, but they're probably gonna cook us in the run game. So yeah, that's another loss too. Then we've got away Bills loss, away Patriots loss, away Jet win, definitely a win. Now Raiders, even with Mendoza, that's a win. We don't even know if Max Crosby's gonna be there or not. Vikings, we're losing to that. Why? Because that defense, Flores coming back if he's still there. You know. Packers, when was the last time we beat the Packers? I can't tell you. So it is what it is. Colts, I don't know how many times I have to say this, ladies and gentlemen, of our history within the last 6 years, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. We haven't beat the Colts, people. Now we're gonna beat on no Wormers fans. We're gonna be okay. Lost to the Colts. Broncos, Bo Nix, yeah, that's a loss. And then 49ers lost. So if I had to give you just my straight up, like based on what happened last year to this year, I got us going. Holy smokes. 3-14. I got us getting the number one overall pick. Holy smokes, that's rough. What's up, JD the Great? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, Michael K? Welcome. Only one survives. Welcome, JD, one of our awesome members. Thank you so much. Jets are so trash. Honestly, Jets are just a generational, institutional, bad organization. At this point, they talk about us, but we've had success in our history. We still own the division overall. But, bro, they just have been bad just always. I mean, I can't even think of the name it, and that's it. It's like, I can't think of a time that they were actually good. Oh, but what's his name? Mark Sanchez with the AFC Championship. Yeah, that little bleep. Congrats. Congrats. But before that and prior and after that, they just have just institutionally a bad organization, man. They really are. Hmm. So Archie Manning will be a huge possibility, dude. Just looking at these opponents. I mean, that was my super realistic me. If I want to go, I haven't even got my homer me yet. There's three of them. I give you all three. Uh, this is rough. Okay. So that was my super realistic me just being straight up. My floor is 3-14. Wow. I was not expecting for it to be this low. I mean, I didn't think we were going to win that many games, but by the way, last year I predicted us going 6-11 in my super realistic me. We went 7-10. We overachieved. Good job. This time I got us picking number one overall seed. Pick, man. But if I were to go, my what's most like, excuse me, most likely gonna happen. Not the super best case scenario, and I'm just being a homer. But best case scenario in the sense that we figure out the GM, we had some QB competition, we make something happen. Then I would say looking at it as most positive without being a homer and realistic. Another thing that could happen is, man, we're seeing these coaches with tenure getting fired. You know what I mean? Like a hardball. If the Steelers are one and done, you could see Mike Tomlin also skedaddle. If the Bills are one and done and somehow lose to the Jags or lose in before getting into the Super Bowl, with the path being so wide open, McDermott could be fired. Now, will they? We don't know till it happens. But the probability of a high seed, ooh, it could happen. It could happen. So if I'm gonna go most likely scenario of what our record's gonna end up being, this, you know, based on where we at so far and what the other teams are at so far, best case scenario, Bills are gonna be in their new home. They're gonna be high as a horse, so it's still a loss even if at home. And until we can prove that we can beat Brable, There's a reason why I'm saying Brable and not the Patriots. We have yet to beat Brable. That's still going to be a loss. We're just still beating the Jets. God, they're so bad. Kansas City is gettable, though. We don't know how Mahomes going to be. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could beat them. Same thing with the Chargers. Like, I could see us beating the Chargers, too. Even the Bears, even the Lions. Let me just stop everybody who thinks that we're going to beat the Bengals. That's a hard no. That's an automatic L. I'm not even going to try to like argue with people. Now it's really comes down to that meat at home games. Kansas City, Chargers, Bears, Lions. I do think we have some games that we can win. Not going to be easy, but we could win them. Before I get into those, let me go to the away games. We've got Bills, still another loss. Patriots, until we can figure how to be Brable. Jets, still a W. Raiders, W. But they got men. Stop, W. Now, if they go with JJ McCarthy, even with a good defense, I think we can beat the Vikings. Packers, it's a winnable game. Colts. Not sorry when I say this until we beat them. That's a loss right there. We're losing to the Broncos. We're losing to the Colts. We're losing to San Francisco. That still hasn't changed my mind. Um, what am I missing? 1, 2, 3. Packers. I'm stuck on the Packers. We could be the Packers. But think about it, people. When was the last time we beat the Packers? Somebody tell me. All I know is my Christmases for the last couple years have been ruined because of it. Only the real survivor says, wonder what the GMs that looking for a job think about Archie. Yeah, we don't know, but again, he's not here. He hasn't declared, so we can't really think too far ahead with that. This time. Packers, Jordan Love, that defense. My cat's gonna get better. Yeah. Yeah, still got us losing to the Packers. Still got us losing to the Packers. Remember when Tua got beat so bad by Packers? Tua pretended to have a concussion. Yes, I vividly remember that, which was ridiculous. Ridiculous. And that was only because a fan pointed it out. You do realize that, right? It was a fan who pointed it out. And then all of a sudden, they brought him in. Like, I don't want to talk about it, man. It gets me frustrated every time. Every time I even think about it, it just irks me so much. Anyways, let's go back to the home games. So I got us losing. My most likely scenario: we'll lose to the Bills, the Patriots, beat the Jets. I think we can finally nail Kansas City. We'll get that dub. Chargers, pick'ems. But man, Bo Nix in that offense now. We're about to lose to him again. Bears, Ben Johnson, man, he's good. He's good. Could we beat the Bears? It's gonna depend on how our defense is versus Caleb, but he hasn't been so bad. So we'll see. We'll see. It's possible. I still got us losing to the Bengals, and at this point, the Lions are gonna bounce back. So I still think that's gonna be a loss for us, realistically speaking. The Bears is a toss up, but I'll be a little bit positive. I'll give us that W. So my realistic need, like the most likely scenario for this way too early record prediction, I got us going 6-11, people. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. That's the like most likely scenario. Now, mind you, we have so far, which is something I wanted to go ahead and I want to see if I have it up already here. I thought I had it. But Miami Dolphins have the third or the second toughest schedule in right now in for next year's. Oof, it's rough. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. But we do have the second hardest schedule out of all teams. Man, I thought I had saved that. Let me see. Thought I took it. Oh, I know what's up. I know where it's at. Hold on. Let me let me pull it up real quick so you guys can see. Impossible. The Patriots Bills schedule is harder. Actually, it isn't. Um, I did save it. Thank God. This is okay. That's for this year. I'll pull that up. And for next year, here it is. Here it is. So, the strengths of schedule, ladies and gentlemen, for week 25, this is this year. For last year, sorry, for next year, there it is. This is it. The Bears, using the final records of the 2025 season, Bears have the projected hardest schedule of 2026. Dolphins have the second hardest schedule, but we all know what that means. That just means prior to the season starting, we don't know what the teams are going to be or their records. They're just going based on what the record ending um in the last season to project what it would be next season based on the list of opponents. And the Dolphins have the hardest schedule. Packers are third, tied with the Cardinals. Then you got the Chiefs, you've got Patriots, you've got Raiders, Bills, Chargers, Panthers, Vikings, Jets, Rams, Seahawks, Broncos, Commanders, and Giants. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The Patriots play first place, the Bills second. How is that not harder? I don't know how to say this, but it's again, I'm gonna go back to using final records of 2025 and looking at their opponents in 2026. That's how they determine the um the strength of schedule for this year. And now I have to remind somebody else that strength of schedule changes based on the record of the team you're about to face every single week. That's how sometimes a team may start out the season with the hardest schedule and end up having overall at the end of the year. Oh no, they ended up having the easiest strength of schedule because the teams they ended up failing or facing that they thought were gonna be bad, I mean good, ended up being bad. So uh, that is crazy. Anyways, feel free to look it up. Do some research. SF Data Niners. There you go. If you want to know where I got that from. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Back to our opponents. And that's just data, by the way. It don't matter. I mean, if you literally just go by data, it literally explains how they got it. Thank you very much. Next year they might win the division. Who might win the division? Kansas City, exactly. So right now, that's probably they're just going based on the records. That's it. So let's go to my super duper best case scenario of everything worked out for the Miami Dolphins. Next year, we had the right GM, the right head coach, the right quarterback, right DC, and personnel. If everything went well for us, this is what I think the best case scenario record would be. Way too early prediction. Bills. I think we can split with the Bills. We've shown that we can. We've shown that we can, and guess what? I'm not surprised. Why? Because the Bills beat themselves. So I mean, I don't think that that's so bad. So I think that we can beat them at home. We'll lose to them away. Like that's just what's up. And we were one dumb interception away from sweeping the Bills. I just want all Bills fans to know that, right? One very dumb interception away at a critical moment in the fourth quarter by Tua Tagovailoa from sweeping the Bills. But I think we'll split. It's probably the best case scenario. Then you got Patriots. I also think we'll split. I'm gonna be optimistic. We'll lose to them away. Then we're still beating it. There is no foreseeable future in which I see we don't beat the Bills and sweep them. Now the good stuff. Kansas City Chiefs. Is Kelsey gonna retire? Is Mahomes gonna be ready with that injury? You're not splitting with New England. Okay. It's because y'all don't want to face the Dolphins. Okay, delusional. I see you. Patriots fan. You scared. You scared. You should be scared. Kansas City. We don't know what they're gonna end up being. They can easily win the division and also easily be third in the division. Because now they gotta deal with not forget the rest of the NFL, man. They gotta deal with the Broncos. They gotta deal with the Chargers. They went 6-11 this season. The Super Bowl champs went 6-11. The Miami Dolphins went 6-11. Yeah, we can beat Kansas City. We can beat Kansas City. Chargers, we beat them before. We can beat the Chargers too. The Bears. If we continue to just put out that pressure towards what's his name? Caleb Williams. We can beat the Bears. I'm gonna hold off on that one. I need a little bit more before I do it. I still got us losing to the Bengals, guys. No matter how optimistic I am, we're losing to the Bengals. The Lions, though, man, that collapse by the Lions, guys. Like, Lions ended up 9-8, tied for the bottom with the Minnesota Vikings in the NFC North. Packers didn't even do. I mean, Packers were pretty much with the same record because they went 9-7 and one. Which another reason why I can't stand. I can't stand ties, man. I really can't stand ties. I'm more scared of eating a pound of cheese than the Dolphins beating the Patriots in 26. Okay, whatever. Delusional Patriots fan. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Do me a favor. It's the best way for you to support the channel. It's free. It's easy. Please hit that like button, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, way too early. I got us with the Lions, man. The Lions, they can get got. They can get got. Uh excuse me. Hmm. They look a little vulnerable, but they're gonna want to come. But the house our run defense, I think our DTs might continue to get better. Our defense is gonna be good. If we keep what's his name, helping develop those guys, maybe we have an opportunity. Third year with um Anthony Weaver, if he doesn't get an opportunity. And we got some young talent too that we're developing. Especially, I mean, did you see Zeke Beegers? I thought Jordan Phillips was gonna be a bust, but my guy, he's big. He ended up the season playing actually pretty decent. So yeah, we can take him. We can start the run up front. Yep, giving us a W with the Lions. And then here comes with the Bears. The Bears. The Bears, the Bears, the Bears. Oh, excuse me. Mm. We don't have to worry about Justin Fields. That's what we were dealing with the Bears last time we played them with Justin Fields running 200 yards on us. But Caleb can pass. Our secondary needs help. But if I'm gonna be real optimistic, Bengals can get got, man. Bengals ended the season at 11-6. So it's not like they were world beaters like that. They were above 500, you know. But they ended the year on a 2-game losing streak. So, and still managed to win their bum division. Unreal. Um, yeah, I would say it's a gettable win. Then we can beat the Bears. The Bears. We can beat them. We can beat them. Huh? Because it's your super mega ultra positive giga homer prediction. I'ma let you rock. Thank you, delusional. I gave you my super realistic and my most likely realistic most likely to happen prediction. This is my super homer if all things go great. Yeah, I was playing with y'all. I didn't say sweep. I'm not delusional. But I think we can get y'all. We can. It's still the division A. When they asked Tom Brady, what team did you hate playing the least? What team did he say? Miami Dolphins. Which team he has the worst record against? Miami Dolphins. So it's the reason why. So yeah. So let me have it, dang it. Away games, I already told you we losing to the Bills, we're losing to the Patriots away. We're still beating the Jets because I don't give a what you say. We're beating the Jets. Raiders, we're beating the Raiders. They're a hot mess. I don't care if Mendoza comes here. Oh my god, he's lighting up. Next. Vikings, JJ McCarthy. Look, I feel for the young man dealing with so many injuries. I think he's got great talent. He's got a nice upside, but the Vikings, they know they messed up when they let go of Sam Darnold. Now you're like, I'm stuck with this rookie. I don't even know if he can play the whole season. And my quarterback that I had in house, I went 14-3 with, and I let go, didn't pay him. Now he's number one overall seed, beat us, and has an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl, and we're here being bums, third in the division only because we beat the Lions, and we have the same matching record at 9-8, barely above 500. What a blunder! They could have Kirk Cousined him. It's not like you're about to give him $300 million, yo. But when you got a quarterback that you brought in, it's working great in your system. Yeah, you got a younger guy that you think, okay, that guy, this is my future, but I'm still trying to win now. And I got a guy that can get me wins. 14-3? 14-3, and you gotta let him go? Nah. Crazy work. And the man did it again with his new team. Yeah. Vikings, nah, yo, we're beating you. We're beating you. Don't even matter. Don't even, yeah. Packers, you can get got. We're beating the Packers. Broncos, no, that's an L. Sean Payton. Niners, that's another L. CMC, Purdy. And the last one is the Colts. No matter how much I want to predict us to beat this team, it always comes down to we play the Colts at the beginning of the season. Don't take the game serious. Then when we look back, we're about to get into the playoffs. Dang, if he would have just taken care of the Colts at the beginning. How many times I have to say that? We haven't found a way to beat them. Now they need help with the quarterback because then Daniel Dimes, Indiana Jones, he's obviously injured. We'll see what they do at QB, but I know they're going to be aggressive. He just became way cheaper for them if they want to move forward with him. Um, but my super homer realistic me thinks that we can finally get over that hump because Daniel Dimes might not be there playing. And I got us at, oh man, this is super homer. I got us at 12-5. I don't even believe this. I don't even believe this. 12-5. This is crazy. This is crazy. And the Colts defense, Anthony Richardson did beat the Dolphins. I know. I know. So frustrating. But, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, these are the 2025 end of the year strengths of schedule based on actual win percentage. You take this and then you match that to who you're playing for your opponents this year, and that's where you get this. This is just raw data. That's all it is. Raw data. Actually, no. Let me see if I make it a little tiny bit smaller so y'all can see the Dolphins number. There you go. Yeah. Raw data. The Miami Dolphins ended this season with a .488 strength of schedule with a 7-10 record. Based on the opponent's record. You can't change somebody's record at the end of the year. Like, this isn't like I'm just gonna randomly pick stats. No, no, no. If you take 7 divided by 10, this is what you get. 0.488, people. This isn't emotions or random stats. This is a fact. You're just going based on the record percentage. Then you take this, and then you take your list of opponents. What did they end up in 2025? And who you play in 2026? And then this is how you get these numbers with the strength of schedule. This math is simple. It ain't that hard to think, people. Don't overthink it, okay? Don't overthink it. It's easy math. Easy math. Easy math. You're just going by the record percentage. That's it. It's not feelings. It's not no. This is just raw data. And regardless, the AFC East still has, what was the Jets? Even the Jets are predicted the 12th hardest schedule. So top 12 in hard schedules. It's the rest of the league. Next year it'll be the Cleveland Browns who have the easiest strength of schedule. The Saints, second easiest. Bengals. Man, if Joe Burrow comes back and has this easy schedule like this, and the Colts too, and the Lions, they may go really far and end up having a pretty good season. Funny enough, your playoff teams this season. Let me take a look at this season, not next season. This season, your playoff teams. Damn, the Jets ended up the third hardest strength of schedule. Ugh, that's rough. That's rough. Titans overall ended up having the hardest strength of schedule. That's rough. That's rough. That's rough. Look at the Panthers. Nothing to snooze at. They had a pretty tough schedule too. Steelers, Ravens, very similar, but Ravens technically had a harder schedule. At the end of the day, based on records, I don't know. People need to read and listen, active listening. I don't think I'm explaining this to be that hard. You take the wins divided by the losses, you get your win percentage. Then you take a look at who they play next year. Add those up. The bottom, get an average. And then poof, you get your strength of schedule. Not that hard. This is the initial strength of schedule. This changes on a weekly basis. Why do you think you have power rankings, people? Power rankings. This is why. Because every year it changes. That's all. Now, I think it's very interesting talking about this schedule upcoming for us. My super floor for the Miami Dolphins is the number one pick at 314, and my way too early record prediction. My realistic, most likely to happen, 6-11. And my super, if everything goes well and we're doing good, 12-5, baby. We're going to the Super Bowl. Whatever. I'm a fan. I can fan. Okay. Let me live. Let me dream. Let me dream. A dream so sweet. Okay. A dream so sweet. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. There's so more stuff that I want to show y'all too, especially since we're talking about the playoffs. Playoffs. What do you mean playoffs? Is this the one? Okay, real quick, guys. Some fun stuff. Games decided by 7 points or fewer within the last 5 seasons. So from 2021 to 2025, how many games played? The Miami Dolphins that played with 7 points or less. Out of all the games we played, we had 36 of them that had 7 points or less, that were decided by 7 points or less. That was 36 for us. We had a winning record of 20-16. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go. Out of that, in the AFC, let's take a look at our opponents in the East. The Bills played 40 games. They went 500. They won 20, lost 20. The who's that? The Patriots. Within that time frame, they played 45 games that ended up with 7 points or less that were decided by. They had a losing record, 21 of 24. Okay. And then last but not least, the Jets. They played a total of 43 of those games that ended up being decided with 7 points or less, one score games, aka Jets went 17-26. Eh, that's not good. But man, look at the Steelers, man. The Steelers played the most close games, right? Them and the Chargers, 49. Let me see anybody else. Yeah. 49 games. The Chargers and the Steelers played that were decided one game score. Steelers went 33-15-1 with a 0.684 win percentage. Chargers went 25 of 24, a 0.510 percentage. That's crazy. That is so interesting. In close games, hey, things have gone our way for the Dolphins. I'll take it. Shoot. Why not? On the opposite, you had the best win percentage at the same time. 44 games played with decided by one score. Eagles went 30-14 with a 0.682, the second best overall. And then Cardinals, they went 11-25. They played 36 games with a 0.306. Huh. 0.306. 0.306 win percentage, which was worse than the Jets. Oh, heck no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. That's horrible. But yeah, I thought that was very interesting. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Another stat. This is done by DraftKings. Kings. 2025 records against teams with a winning record. Here we are, the Miami Dolphins. We went 1-5 versus teams winning record. 1-5. Not too shabby. That's horrible. 1-5 versus teams with a winning record, man. And in that division, Bills went 2-3, Patriots went 1-2, Jets went 0-7. Oh, sucks. That's really bad. We cannot. This is a fireable offense, McDaniel, man. This right there, that right there, that's a fireable offense. You gotta go, man. You gotta go. I can't. I can't keep you here. Another fireable offense, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by DraftKings. Appreciate it. What a year makes a difference. So this is the. Did you have the same record as last year? Worse record or better record than 2024? We're the Dolphins. Oh, we're again down here. We went 8-9 last year, and we lost an extra game. I had us losing 2 extra games. But look at that. We went 7-10. We did 1 game worse than what we did last year. This is a fireable offense, man. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Patriots only went played 3 teams with a winning record and went 1-2. Yeah, that is true. From their record from last year in our division, Bills, they had a worse record by 1. They went from 13-4 to 12-5. Not big of a drop off. The Jets, what the heck, the Jets? They lost 2. Last year they went 5-12. Yeah, 5-12. This year they went 3-14. And the Patriots were the number 1. They won 10 games from the year before prior. They were 4-13. And this year they ended 14-3. But in that same instance, to point out what Michael K was saying, yes, the Patriots played 3 teams with a winning record and went 1-2. I have Dolphins in 26 going 4-13. What's up, Daniel? I just gave my record. That's very generous. I had them going 3-14. Yeah. And that's beating the Jets twice. Don't let us split. So we're going for the number one pick, bro. Number 1 pick. Let's go. Number 1 pick. Let's go. But yeah, I saw these things and I was like, man, these are very interesting stats, things that sometimes we don't think about, that you can be like, man, this is interesting, this makes a huge difference. It really does make a huge difference. So yeah, that's why I wanted to bring this up to you, kind of talk to you guys about that. As far as let me put it here. It's all about the Canes, man. Everything in my timeline is literally all caned up. It's all about the Canes. Oh, cleanup time, successful surgery, expecting 200% recovery. Year 8 will be great. Greatest year. That's Max Crosby. Looks like he had that knee injury, surgery that he needed. There you go. What am I looking for? See this crap. Sorry, I'm trying to get me some sneakers. Okay, never mind. This is gonna make me upset. Am I getting notifications here? What's going on? Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, I did want to go ahead and bring to your attention again. Chef Jew is going to be doing a free baking sample for everybody. If you guys want to go ahead and let me go ahead and do I save? Yeah, save it. And if you're looking again, if you're looking to get any baking goods, he's doing samples this on the 26th of this month in January. So you go check him out. I really would appreciate that. He's amazing. And if you're in the South Florida area and you're looking for some sweet treats, ladies and gentlemen, he can absolutely go ahead and hook you up with um some amazing mouth-watering cookies, cakes, pies, and more. If you want to join him for the free samples, go ahead and check him out. You can reach out him at 786-804-8096. That's 786-804-8096, or via Facebook, Messenger, or Instagram at Chef Ju Catering. For more information, mention Miss Finch to get 10% off your catering order, guys. Go check him out. Um, man, where is this thing that I'm looking for? Mm. Anyways, it is what it is. Um, yeah, I can't for some reason I can't find what I was gonna say, but it's fine. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Mhm. Some people, man. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, oh, there you go. I was looking for the GM Dolphins GM search update. It came down to four guys right now that we're looking at. Champ Kelly, there it is, the GM tracker. Champ Kelly right now, ladies and gentlemen, is one of them. So we did do our in-house. Let me go ahead and share this with y'all real quick. Let me zoom into this puppy so y'all can see it. One more. Dolphins have completed their initial first round of interviews, excuse me, for general manager. These are the four guys that will have an in-person interview this week. They're going to be doing their second round of interviews for these guys, second level interviews. The four guys that are here and the Dolphins have decided Chad Alexander from the LA Chargers, assistant general manager. Champ Kelly from Miami Dolphins, interim GM. John Eric Sullivan, Green Bay Packers vice president of player personnel. Josh Williams, 49ers director, scouting and football operations. We talked about that earlier this week, guys. Broke it down for y'all. Eric Sullivan, I know a lot of people are high on him. I'm not really sure, but one thing I will tell you, with the exception of Champ Kelly, because he's our interim GM, I think that all three are coming from winning organizations, especially Sullivan and Williams coming from the 49ers and the Packers. I think that's great. Even with the Chargers, look at the changes that they've made. They've been able to draft really well, get some really good personnel in here. That's what you want. The Dolphins are adding an eighth candidate to the list on Tuesday. The team will be interviewing um, Chad Alexander. There you go. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's the latest right there, ladies and gentlemen. So now you guys know this is where we're at. This is who they're picking. So we'll see. But I wanted to go ahead and give you guys that update. Now, as far as the what do you call it? As far as the game of the day, ladies and gentlemen. As far as the game of the day, oh my goodness. Lord, please have us win this game. Please have us win this game. Let's go, Canes. That's all I got to say. I'm just being a homer. Guys, we need the Canes to win tonight. That would be amazing. I will tell you this, Mendoza and the Indiana, I don't know what the heck they are as far as what do you call it? As far as their mascot. I don't, cuz I'm not a, you know what I'm saying, like I don't care. But playing Ole Miss, ladies and gentlemen, you got the number 6 Ole Miss playing versus the number 10 University of Miami in Arizona for the Fiesta Bowl tonight. Kickoff is at 6:30. Wait, this might be like Central Time. Yeah. So 7:30. Kickoff is at 7:30 for us. This is gonna be very interesting, guys. I hope we win, man. I really do. That's all I care about. I hope we win. I hope the Canes win. It's gonna be fun. It would be super amazing if we won. So let's make it happen, guys. But yeah, that's all I got for us. Let me go ahead and stop sharing here. Hey, 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 hey. I appreciate everybody coming through, guys. Hit that like button on your way in. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you like what you heard, guys, come over here from Twitter, Twitch. Please come over here to YouTube. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,000 subs, guys. We're gonna continue to have even more fun. We're gonna go ahead and talk. There's so much more to go on. Just so you guys know, too, guys, we are doing a bracket challenge. Shout out to the boys, Dean and Cap for Life. We're doing a bracket challenge. Very easy, very simple. The winner gets 80% of the pot. For the number one winner, number two winner gets 10%, and 20% of it is going to go to charity, Dolphins Cancer Challenge. So go ahead and check it out. It's $25. We're getting all the signups all the way up to Friday, and it's easy to log in. You get to have two brackets, so you get two opportunities to get your bracket. It's kind of like how they do March Madness brackets, ladies and gentlemen. You'll be able to have your own quote unquote playoff bracket. You know what I'm saying? And it's only $25. So like I said, winner gets 80% of the pot. 10% is gonna go to the number two winner, and 20% will go to Dolphins Cancer Challenge. There you go, guys. Easy ways to let me know you see my name, Miss Phins, MISSPHINS. You can email me at missfins@yahoo.com. Let me know. You could also cash at me at the very bottom of the little scrolly thingy, $ Miss Phins, MISSPHINS. Same thing for Venmo, same thing for PayPal, and just let me know it's for fantasy, and I got you. I'll immediately send you the link to the actual site we're using, ESPN fantasy again. So go ahead and check that out. But I think as far as notifications and stuff, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Go Canes! It's all about the U. Let's go get this W. My God, that'd be amazing. The Miami fan base. We're going hard at that stadium. Um, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Anyways, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow. We got even more stuff to talk about. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for coming through. And again, bye bye. Go Canes.